Hey guys, this is Miss Slack. Today we're going to talk about how to write a conclusion. So when you write your conclusion, you want to do three things. You want to restate your thesis, remind the reader what you're arguing, summarize your argument in that you're going to remind them of what you've already told them to prove your point, and then provide a call to action if applicable. So what should the reader do now that they have read your paper? So we're going to break this down in our conclusion worksheet. So the first question in the conclusion worksheet is, how can you restate your argument now that the reader has read your paper? So in the case of the DACA being the most significant word or phrase, which is the paper I've been modeling through these videos, we can restate our argument as such. So here I've restated the argument. DACA is the most significant word or phrase because it is the consequential legislation that Trump is trying to eliminate, argument number one, and it protects hundreds of thousands of people who immigrated as children from being deported back to a country which they may not call home. So I've presented my two reasons. This is also a great time to remind them of our counterclaim. It is also evident that the most significant word or phrase is not deportation due to the questionable part it has to play in the futures of the dreamers. So here I have reminded them both of my two reasons behind choosing DACA, as well as my reason for not choosing Dreamers, which I've also shown in my paper. So then the next question, how can you remind them of your ideas in a few words to drive home the argument in 2 to 3 sentences? Okay, so here I've summarized what we've talked about. DACA is the path to citizenship for Dreamers and will allow them to avoid deportation for their lifetime. This policy is essential for improved immigration into the United States. So again, that's hitting both on why deportation is not the most significant word or phrase and why DACA is. So here I am actually going to leave a call to action. For anyone who can see that DACA is a game changer for the Dreamers and immigration, they should call their representatives to support DACA or similar legislation and appeal Trump's move to destroy it. So here I can end my paper with highlighting why DACA is the most significant word or phrase, and also give my readers a call to action. So now I'm going to put all my ideas together and see if I need to make any more edits. So my conclusion paragraph reads as follows. DACA is the most significant word or phrase because it is the consequential legislation that Trump is trying to eliminate, and it protects hundreds of thousands of people who immigrated as children from being deported back to a country which they may not call home. It is also evident that the most significant word or phrase is not deportation due to the questionable part it has to play in the futures of the Dreamers. DACA is the path to citizenship for the Dreamers and will allow them to avoid deportation for the lifetime. This policy is essential for improved immigration into the United States. For anyone who can see that DACA is a game changer for the Dreamers and immigration, they should call their representatives and senators to support DACA or similar legislation and appeal Trump's move to destroy it. So, as we can see in my in my conclusion paragraph, I've retouched on my thesis, reasons why they should support it, and also a call to action for my readers. This is a great conclusion because it touches on all these points. Um, Parts of it may seem a little redundant. Always be sure to read back through it and tweak it out as you conclude your essay.